Leonard Skinner, what a band. Well, I've kind of already given it away who my guest is going to be this morning, but since it is the first question, I will just go ahead and start there. First, please introduce yourself and the office you are currently seeking.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jose Garcia, and I am a candidate for the City of Bishop Council.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. How long have you lived in this area?
35 years. I came to Bishop on a dark night in October of 1989. Yeah.
Wow.
Good old days.
The good old days,
Yeah.
1989.
1989.
Wow. What drove you to the decision to run, or actually you've already run for office. You are the mayor right now. What is driving you to be run for re-election?
I believe in serving my community, in serving people. I always like to use this quote from Pablo Picasso. The purpose of life is to find your gift, but the meaning of life is to give it away. Ooh. When I heard that for the first time, it hit me so hard because I found that what I was doing, it was exactly that. What life gave me, I was using it for a good purpose, serving my community, serving people, helping those that need help. In 2013, a former Superior Court judge, my friend, I was not in court for anything. It's just a friend.
Okay.
I have to clear that out.
Okay. All right.
But he asked me, Jose, why are you not on city council? Because I had done almost not everything, but a lot of things already in 2013. I said, I really don't know, but I didn't thought about it up until then. But he planted the seed. Why am not on city council? I said, I would like to be there. But I said, I'm not ready. So I took 7 years of preparing myself to run for office in 2020. And in those 7 years, I learned so much more about our city. Living here doesn't mean you know everything. If you don't get involved, if you don't go out there and ask the questions, if you don't participate. So in 2018, first of all, in 2013, I applied for a position at the City of Bishop Planning Commission, and I got appointed. And I served 7 years on the City of Bishop Planning Commission from 2013 to 2020. I had to give that up when I got elected to City Council. I couldn't do both. In those 7 years, I was a board member for the Angel Council of the Arts, for the Bishop Area Chamber of Commerce. I was a advisor for the Bishop Union High School of Latino Club. In 2018, I took the Eastern Sierra Leadership Academy that it was put together by the Bishop Area Chamber of Commerce and the Rotary Club. So, and that was a 6-month-long academy where we learned about every single non-for-profit organization in our area. We visited the county jail, we visited the schools, we did a lot. The intention was to teach us what's in the community and what's needed in the community. So 2020 came, COVID hit. Of course, we know that. And I said, okay, it's election year, and I think I'm ready. So I grabbed paperwork at the City Bishop, and I completed the paperwork, and I hesitated a little bit to turn it in, but I did. And already I was thinking about it. If I run for office, am I just going to see if I get elected and say, okay, I did it, I'm done? I made the purpose to serve at least, I made the commitment to serve 2 terms. So I knew if elected, I will run for office again.
Okay.
And everything that I have done over the last 4 years has motivated me even more to run for office again this year.
Mm.
So it is my commitment to serve my community, to represent my community. And my community, it's the city of Bishop, it's the Eastern Sierra, it's everybody. My purpose is to represent everyone. And to do everything I can to support my community.
Well, that leads us into the fourth question. Why do you think you, and I don't like the word best, but why do you think that you would be the best person for this office or to keep this office?
I don't think it requires to be the best person, but no, nobody's perfect in this world.
Mm.
We all make mistakes. We're human, but I have the will to serve, to use my time for the good of people, for the good of the city, for its present, for its future. I want to do the best with my time in this earth. So, and in this city. So I like to continue doing what I'm doing, which is representing the people with everything that we do at City Council. We're a council type of government, which means decisions are made by majority. Not one person makes all the decisions. And that's the beauty of democracy, because every voice counts. So I encourage everyone to vote, because if you don't vote, how can you claim the right to ask questions? So to say, I'm not happy with government if you don't vote. And if you don't serve on council, it's not going to be the same, because you may not have access to a lot of information. I encourage people to go to council meetings to get to hear and to be part of it. You can always watch the meetings online, but you don't get to participate as if you're in person. So always speaking up, it's very important.
Well, I'm sure you obviously educated yourself before going into office. I'm sure you've learned a lot of things over the last 4 years. Can you briefly then share some of the things that you might plan to do if reelected?
There's a lot of work in progress already. It's nothing we candidates can do. We expect that I promise to do this and promise to do that. Not really. Are we going to solve the housing problem tomorrow? or are we going to build a new city hall tomorrow? Do I have the power to do it? I wish.
Where's your magic wand? It was
no, and I don't have like $1 billion account in the bank to spend it all in everything that's needed in Bishop. So no, we have a lot of projects going on that are in the middle of a main water replacement line on West Line Street. We are studying how to build a new sewer plant and replace the old one that we have, in conjunction with the Eastern Sierra Community Services District, which they own the plant right next to it. I mean, for an area, not just the city, but for an area of 10, 12,000 people, to have two sewer plants right next to each other doesn't make a lot of sense. So we are combining efforts and hopefully building one. That's the intention. We are working on economic development with 6 other counties, and hopefully coming up with projects that are going to create the good paid jobs for the future. We are doing a parking study and a city-owned properties study to learn how can we better use those properties. If we have a parking lot, is it better that we convert it into housing units? So we're in the middle of all of that. And the parking, we have businesses and areas that don't have the parking they wish. But then again, we're a very small city. We can walk to almost everywhere we need to go. Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, if we want to, we can.
Yeah.
So if you go downtown, you can park a couple blocks away, and you are not going to be able to park right in front of the business you are going. But we're doing that study, and we're going to come up with some recommendations, some changes that we're going to be implementing.
Well, it kind of makes this next question kind of obsolete, but I still have to ask it.
Go for it.
How are you going to implement those plans?
Well, you know, going from the private sector into public sector government, it is a change. It is a you need to get your patients out of your pocket and use it, because in government everything takes time. You need to do studies, you need to do plans and apply for funding, and something if you want to hit a nail with the hammer, and if it takes 2 seconds, in government it takes 5 hours. Just to put it in perspective. So something that is going to take...
And that's just for one hit.
That's just for one hit, exactly. If a project takes a month, it takes 2 years of planning and studying and funding and all of that. So it is a process that we need to learn. We need to be patient, and you need to make sure you check all those boxes. Number one, for safety. You're dealing with public services, sidewalks, or water lines or sewer lines that need to work properly and need to be in place for long term. So it's not like you can just go to the hardware store and grab a pipe and fix it.
Right.
No, it's not the same.
Right. Well, the tough questions are done now. What's your favorite thing to do in the Eastern Sierra? You're off the clock. What are you doing?
What is it not to like doing? I mean, I live here because I don't have to drive hours to come and enjoy this area.
Exactly.
I can just look out the window and say, oh my God, look at the sunset. Look at the sunrise. Go out there and walking. It's just that simple thing. Hiking, I go a little bit fishing or snowshoeing. Favorite thing is enjoy life here. That's simple. Everything that our area has to offer, and I love, like I said, serving my community. So I'm out there welcoming people that come visit us. All of those clubs that come and do their motorcycle activities or their fishing activities, all the recreation, everybody that comes and stay here and is helping our community. It's bringing employees to the restaurants, to the hotels, revenue in tax for the city. I thank all that people, and I'm always out there talking to everyone and making them feel welcome.
What are your hobbies?
What are my hobbies?
Besides thanking people.
Besides representing my community. I love running.
Okay.
I love everything that is outdoor. I love photography. Cooking. I enjoy cooking and running. In 10 years, I did 28 half marathons and 6 full marathons.
Wow.
I was one of those guys that at 4:30 in the morning, I was at the gym Monday through Friday. Exercising and running. And
I was dreaming about meeting you.
Yeah.
Dreaming.
Yeah, exactly.
So leads us to our last and final question, which was a little tricky, but we know that you like Santana, so you chose what to play?
Black Magic Woman.
Well, Jose, thank you so much for coming in and doing this interview with us.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.